Mini episode 860 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Welcome to FDH Lounge mini episode number 860. I'm FDH managing partner Rick Morris here with our spoiler-free review of Fargo Season 3. Here are the top 5 most notable elements of the fourth project in the Fargoverse. Number 5, as with the movie and every previous season, the casting was tremendous. The big anomaly relative to all other versions of the show was the casting of Ewan McGregor as both of the feuding Stussy brothers, Ray and Emmett. Some critics found the move to be blatant stunt casting, but that seems unfair, as McGregor was super believable and compelling in both roles. It's certainly one of the more unique acting challenges on any prestige TV show ever. Number 4. In the latest version of the tougher-than-she-looks law enforcement figure chasing the bad guys, Carrie Coon kills it as Gloria Burgle. In the Fargo movie and then in Season 1, this archetype was introduced in an outstanding way and then brought back very well, so pulling off this third incarnation with style was very impressive. Gloria is a small-town police chief whose department is being swallowed by the county due to a budget shortfall, and she ends up working for an idiotic, arrogant sheriff who impedes her at every turn. Additionally, she is a single mom whose husband left her for a man out of nowhere, whose stepfather gets sucked into a web of tragedy in the season premiere. Gloria serves as a truly fresh twist on what could otherwise be dismissed as a stock character in the Fargo franchise. Number 3. We get a very juicy lead villain in V.A. Varga. A slick multinational criminal with a constant stream of dubious patter and some interesting personal demons, he's a worthy heir to Season 1's Lorne Malvo, widely regarded as the best of the Fargo bad guys. But the fun doesn't stop there, with other amazing characters in the picture. Emmett's in-over-his-head sidekick, Cy Feltz, Winnie Lopez, a hilariously down-to-earth cop who bonds with Gloria during the investigation, and femme fatale small-time criminal-turned-avenging angel Nikki Swango, one of the most compelling Fargo characters of all time. In a twist of fate, she is thrown together with one of Season 1's minor characters, and they team up to pursue justice and money, not necessarily in that order. Number 2. The writing team should be paying royalties to the Muhammad Ali estate because the concept of rope-a-dope was utilized creatively. A big reason that critics were not universally in love with this incarnation was the slow pace, combined with a huge injection of experimentalism. The third episode in particular stands out from anything ever attempted by any other anthology, as it served as a creative cul-de-sac that did nothing to advance the plot except in a symbolic manner. Season 1 followed sort of a conventional build-up, then cool-down path that took you through the journey in a pretty structured format. Season 2, with its impossibly dense layers of brutal antagonism, kept you holding your breath from the start of the season all the way through the conclusion, or at least through the Sioux Falls Massacre, which somehow managed to live up to all of the hype. Season 3 was reminiscent of Ali's effort in the Rumble in the Jungle. It absorbed punishment from critics for perceived aimlessness through the first 7 episodes before climaxing with a bang in the last 3. Let it be noted that we found the first 2/3 or so of the season to be fairly slow most of the way, but we anticipated that it would pick up at the end, and it did. The destination was certainly worth the journey. Number 1, thematically, this was the most ambitious installment of Fargo yet. So many different questions were posed by the writers during this season. Lead villain Varga throws up questions about the literal nature of truth at every turn as his philosophical BS efforts to cloud his criminality. Gloria is left to ponder the very question of existence, as the inability of automatic mechanical devices to recognize her symbolizes her fear of being left behind in a changing world that she does not understand. Both Varga and Gloria share an aversion to having an online footprint that makes them stand out in this version of the anthology, given that it is almost entirely set in 2010 and 2011. The aforementioned Episode 3 examines the sliding doors theory of history in terms of how one's entire future can be rendered different by a single, sometimes arbitrary development. And questions about identity, first raised during the first episode's cold open in fashion that seems random but is later proven not to be, are at the very heart of McGregor's dual characterization on the show. Most of the questions raised do not provide answers, foreshadowing a startlingly ambiguous end to the season. For all of the talk from critics earlier in the season about this version of Fargo being too much in the standard stock mold of earlier versions, which we noted at the time we did not agree was the case, in the end, the sometimes cool reception that critics gave this show came down to impatience with the experimental and open-ended nature of the questions about human nature that were asked. And yes, unless you're a very specific type of viewer, this is unlikely to be your favorite season. Ours remains Season 2 because of all of the craziness from start to finish. But that's certainly not to say that we wouldn't recommend this season, because we would. And whatever the future of the Fargo franchise, this one will always deserve respect for what it attempted and delivered. Thank you for tuning in to this mini episode of the FDH Lounge.
As we bring the show to a close, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, all Clear Channel affiliates, TNT, TBS, USA, UPN, Deadspin.com, YouTube.com, YTMND.com, MySpace.com, various blogs, Fox News, CNN, CNBC, MSNBC, IamBoard.com, Billboard.com, Google.com, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, ESPN Classic, NBA TV, NFL Network, Sports Time Ohio, Athlon Magazine, Comedy Central, Cartoon Network, The Boomerang Channel, QVC, BET, The Spice Channel, Steno Notebooks, Manwich, Papermate Office Supplies, waitresses, strippers, bartenders, garbage men, janitors, microwave popcorn, the writers of The Office, Scrubs, Entourage, My Name is Earl, Oz, Metalocalypse and the Boondocks, Aquafina, and the Periodic Table of Elements.